Hi, everyone. My name is Tyra Bagley. In this presentation, I'll be discussing Mira's case and how family dynamics, social networks, and community systems influence her mental health and recovery. I'll also share how I would advocate for Mira using the NASW Code of Conduct and research-based and culturally sensitive practices. Mira grew up in a home where emotional support was limited. Her father struggled with alcoholism and could be emotionally hurtful, and her mother worked constantly, so Mira had to deal with facing her feelings alone. She is close to her siblings, but in a rural community, that closeness may be more about limited social options than emotional safety. When there aren't many people around to build new relationships with, the relationships you grow up with can feel like the only ones you have, even if they're complicated. This means family could be a support for her healing, but only if boundaries and emotional safety are worked on together. Mira has coworkers who encourage her to work towards her GED, but since many now work remotely, she has fewer options for real connections. That's part of why she's turned to social media to feel connected. However, research shows that when people rely on social media for connection, especially when they feel isolated, it often increases anxiety and depression. The constant comparison to others who seem to be further ahead in life can make someone feel like they're failing, even when they're trying hard. Also, digital stress plays a role. The pressure to respond, perform, and stay visible online can make emotional coping even harder. For Mira, social media is filling a loneliness gap, but also it's actually deepening it. Mira's rural community affects her recovery too. Rural areas often have limited access to mental health services, fewer recreational facilities, and sometimes a strong sense of everybody knows everybody. Because of that, seeking therapy may feel uncomfortable or even risky. In small communities, stigma travels fast. This is where telehelp can be very helpful. Telehelp allows someone to get support privately without worrying about being seen or judged. It also increases access to culturally aware providers, which is important for Mira since her family's faith background shapes how mental health is viewed. If therapy is going to work for her, it must feel safe, culturally respective, and not in conflict with her faith identity. Instead of social media being a place of comparison, Mira could use it to build supportive community. For example, she could start a women's wellness support group online. She could create a fitness accountability group, or she could use social platforms for connection instead of comparison. You will be surprised if, people are going through some of the same things that you're going through. And this will also build a sense of community as well. This shifts social media from something that harms her to something that allows her to heal. Because her town may not have a gym or wellness spaces, Mira could help create one, even if it's on a small scale. For example, she could maybe do a weekly GED or emotional support group at a church, a women's check-in circle, and that doesn't necessarily have to be hosted at the church. It could be in her living room or someone else's living room or something like that. A community walking group or a virtual faith-friendly mental health education workshop. This allows Mira to receive support and also become a part of building it, which increases confidence and belonging. And as her social worker, I would validate her experiences with compassion, respect her faith and cultural background, so support her self-determination in setting her pace, allow her private her allow help her access private telehealth-based therapy, advocate for community wellness programs, and encourage support circles rooted in trust and connection. This aligns with the NASW Code of Ethics value of dignity and worth, importance of human relationships, and cultural competence. And in closing, Mira has already shown resilience by seeking help, pursuing her education, and trying to improve her health, which is a great start. By strengthening meaningful relationships, using community and faith spaces as her support, and receiving care that honors her identity, Mira has what she needs to heal and survive. Thank you for listening.